So by now you're probably asking yourself, I thought this video was about Mount Washington. Well, it is, but right now I'm on my way to Fredericton, where the journey will begin. I'm staying the night in Fredericton at my bestie's place, Stephen.
Come on, man!
Tomorrow we'll set out for Skowhegan, Maine, and then the next day ride to the very tippy top of Mount Washington. You know the words, I always wanted to do that, or I'd love to try that, but I can just never find the time to do that. It's something that we all experience. You know what I'm talking about. So when schedules, time off, and finances finally line up in a magic moment in time, you better go and do it, because time won't wait for you. This is one of those magic moments in time for me. Every rider that I know that's ever done it has described it as the most beautiful and scary rides of their lifetime. And as you're going to see...
No, not the joke.
Be right back with your change.
Thank you. Speaking of bucket lists, early this morning, before we left Skowhegan, Mrs. Polly started here at the Cog Railway. She's going to hike to the top and meet us at Tip Top House.
And we begin.
Here we go. Let's see what all it talks about. With my Craftmatic adjustable knees and hips, that's about as far as I'd get.
Hey, you guys are dragging me up the mountain!
Steve thinks that I should lead the way up the mountain. I ain't sure if that's good management, good luck, or just plain guinea pig. Like there's guardrails and stuff, right? So, how steep can it really be? That guy's dead. Even though on the little pamphlet that you get from the park when you start this climb up, it says right there to use your engine to brake on the way back down and not to use your brakes. Well, some people didn't listen, because all along here I'm starting to get real strong smells of burning brakes. And now we're beginning to climb above the tree line, and still haven't seen any guardrails yet. The farther we climb up here, I'm noticing the bikers who were waving to us on the way down, the further we get up, the less they wave and the more attention that their eyes are right straight ahead and on the road. This section here, it's slanted in towards the shoulder on the right, and the bike keeps wanting to go towards the shoulder, so I found I was constantly oversteering it. So now that we've climbed up above the tree line and start traveling along the ridge to Mount Washington, you really have to start paying attention. Cars were slowing down on the turns, and in some cases they would even stop. And if you weren't ready for it and have to put your foot down, you'll find nothing but air, because there's such a steep camber on the inside of these turns. The view of the mountains here is stunning along the ridge. You have to climb up here and then go across the ridge up towards the summit of Mount Washington. Mrs. Polly's making good time. The views here are stunning by foot.
Oh man, this is hard.
Even with Sherpas dragging me up the mountain, there's no way I could have made it.
You make a mistake and it's bad news bears about. First gear turn, dude.
And like I was talking about a little earlier, some of the greatest challenge of getting up here, it wasn't the road conditions or the twists and the turns or the steep sides. It was the cars. They would move along at a pretty good speed, and all of a sudden you'd find they've all got their brakes on and they're stopping on these turns, which wasn't a big deal, but the off-camber made it a little bit tricky. So what I tried to start doing was leaving a better gap between me and the car in front of me. The idea being that if they did stop, I had a gap that I could keep going until they started moving again.
Is it? Look at all the people up there.
So as we're getting to the top here, I think, well, I've got a great gap going on. Oh, wrong. This guy stops right here. So the reason I went to the center line was because the drop to the right wasn't so severe. Then lean the bike to the left so that I could get my left foot down. My right foot was dangling in the air.
Yeah.
all three of us make it safe to the top. And don't forget to remind yourself that you're okay after this one. Safe and sound at the top. Man, what a view. Join us next time as we explore the summit of Mount Washington, then make our way back down the way we came. Thanks for watching and take care.